There are so many interesting things in this world. Can you imagine? Employees say there are no jobs. On the other hand, employers are suffering to get people to work for them. You can imagine. And this is not for any reason but the mismatch of skills. Today I've come to talk about vocational education, call it skilling. Um, it is so true that universities, colleges, and institutions are churning out big numbers of students, and there is a big outcry of jobs. But you know what? This is because that people go and study courses with very good names, but perhaps come out when they have not attained the real skills that are needed in the day-to-day life. So there are so many people there who have started businesses, who have started companies, who have jobs, and they are struggling to get people who can work for them. This is because of the skills gap. So, dear viewers and listeners, let us rethink our education. Many times, when students are studying, they do not think twice. You may wonder, how can one choose an area of study? This is my thinking. For one to choose a course to study, one would first look at the job market. Look at your surrounding, your neighborhood. What are the problems there? Because we know we all study for one reason. We want to make money, at least be able to meet our needs and become rich anyway. But you cannot get money without solving a problem. So this is what I would think. Before, my dear student, dear parent, our investor in education, and our schools as well, let's first focus on the problems in the communities where we are. We would not look for the problems that are affecting people miles away from us, but rather look at your community. For instance, I may live in a community where people are struggling with the farming activities. They do farm, but they get low output, and yet they put in a lot in terms of time. Perhaps they lack some skills. So if in such a community one goes and study a course in agriculture and attains skills, that will come and help the people of that area to gain much from their farming activities, I believe that person will not lack a job, because that person will have gone to study to acquire skills that will help him to come and solve a problem of the people in his community. And people who are listening to me and those who are watching, you know very well that not for so long that this job things came in. Before then, we never had, before the coming of the Western culture, let's say before coming of the missionaries, the home education, we never used to have that vocabulary of job. But people were taught through informal education, and their learning was basically to solve the problem of that particular community, and would not hear of anything like unemployment. Now, in this era and age, is when we have so many young people, energetic, people who are vibrant, but then doing so little in solving the problem of the society, and yet they have invested millions of money. So my advice here is, before anyone would think of what to study, they need to rethink, and perhaps they will go for vocational education. Because to me, This is what I've seen that has made countries that we admire, countries like Germany. One time I'll come here and share with you the dual system of vocational education in Germany. But it's amazing. We, for us here, we're pursuing degrees, we're pursuing academic credentials, yet people from the other side of the world mainly look at skills. And I think this is time that we can also rethink our education. Why would we have so many people uh, going for degrees? I'm not saying degrees are bad, but it depends. Is your degree going to solve the problem within your community? If it is, well and good, please go ahead. But if it is not, you better think about acquiring a skill that will help solve a problem in a community, and eventually you will have what to do. So, dear members, dear people, I think it is high time for us, right from primary 7, to advise our students to think about vocational education. I am also calling upon our teachers, because the community always trusts teachers. We should be the one now to uh, come up with the advice to these people, to their parents, because for them they think we know it all. So most times what we tell them is taken as absolute truth. So that's the message I had for you members, and I believe we have a lot to share in this line. God bless you.